Welcome back to the Recon Reviewers. This is the Starfield Digital Art Book video tour starting right now. Oh,
It's a nice intro.
oh, wow. And apparently, every time you started it, it's always a different video.
Oh, nice. Okay.
These are how all of the separate environments play through as if you were just walking through them or interacting with it.
Yeah.
It feels very natural.
Very inviting.
The game itself actually plays at 30 frames per second, not 60, and considering that it's just 30 frames per second, it feels very fluid, very natural. Wow.
Yeah, there's a change of pace.
Oh,
I
man.
like creature. Yeah. And we're playing on the Xbox Series S.
Correct. The Starfield Digital Art Book actually takes up 17.1 gigabyte. And it is included in the $100 premium edition for Starfield. And in my opinion, just this video mode itself is more than worth its own weight in gold. This is something that you can just put on as a screensaver and just let go. This would be something awesome for when you're just doing your laundry, entertaining company, for guests, whichever.
It's nice to just chill too.
It's very appropriate. It isn't graphic. It's beautiful. It pushes 4K graphics. You've got blues, greens, browns, yellows, reds. Just everything just feels. You can even see the dew on the grass, which is nice. Creatures moving around in the background. Got a campfire on the ground right there. This feels very, very real. Very nice dawn effect with the moisture.
It's quite the expanse.
In fact, to my knowledge, this is arguably probably the only 4K video game that actually has its own screensaver. And definitely more than worth giving up a little over 17 gigabytes of memory just to have something like this. This is amazing. Wow. That looks so real. Looks like a submarine. People are actually walking by very realistically.
I feel like the field of depth is pretty well done in this game so far.
The effects are very realistic. Everything has purpose. Feels very natural. It doesn't feel flat.
Yeah, it's nice to just take a tour of the ecosystems or biodomes.
The lighting is good. The shadowing is good. We're not even into the gameplay yet, and I'm already lost in this. In reality, I wasn't expecting the digital art book to actually be this expansive. It actually has quite a hefty amount of material to it.
It really
It's
does.
very beefy. This is wow.
That's nice.
And you can actually go to these locations. But as I've said before, this just makes for a beautiful screensaver. This is something you really don't even have to download to your TV. A lot of TVs have that type of function, but it's kind of sort of, you have to tinker with it. You might have to hook a USB drive up to it and mess with the TV menu. Here, you can just link up your Xbox or your PC and just let it go. As far as screensavers go, I have never seen anything to this depth or length.
Yeah, it's hard to get. I keep getting lost into it. I don't even know what to say. It's very. It draws you in.
Everything has a purpose to it, whether if it's man-made or natural. This looks like, you can tell it's snowing. This looks like a type of ice planet. Or it could be ash.
I know some of the worlds are supposed to be like AI generated, right?
Some of it is. When you go to different worlds, it's going to just generate its own set of properties for just a number of the worlds that are just unpopulated. I mean, worlds you could just set down and farm. This scene right here is very reminiscent of Elite Dangerous, the update that game had, where you could actually go down in the SRV, this ground vehicle that you would deploy from your ship, and you could just drive around on the surface of the planet and actually just mine for resources, scan certain things. But one thing that Elite Dangerous never actually had come to console for PlayStation and Xbox was the ability to actually walk around inside the stations or on the ground, period. Elite Dangerous Odyssey was actually only released for PC version only, unfortunately.
That's a neat idea right here with the wind and the dust.
It looks so gorgeous.
I don't feel like I've played a game that has this. Not to say it doesn't exist, I just haven't seen it.
I mean, as much as I enjoy this, I just could really go for an iced tea right now. It feels so natural. Bethesda truly has come a long way from the games of the such as Morrowind, where you'll actually have that everything will just look similar to that last scene there. You'll have dust particles in the air, everything looks like Mars because it's a volcanic area. Underground cities, buildings, in spaceship interiors. You could see all the individual buttons.
I feel like you could grab a lot of B-roll from this and make your own movie. I think they call them liminal spaces.
The effects that we're actually looking at here are pretty much far superior to some of the CG that we see in modern day movies, which is actually really sad, considering the fact that 4K televisions are actually very mainstream at the moment right now, in 2023 at the moment.
It was funny is I'm such like a movie guy and entertainment and technology, but I still don't even own a single 4K display. Everything I have is still 1080p. But my TV is a 3D TV and I can't get a 4K 3D TV. That's nice.
This makes me think of 2001: A Space Odyssey for some reason.
I watched that maybe 3 years ago for the first time ever, like all the way through. I'd seen bits and pieces other times.
It's truly an epic visual masterpiece. Stanley Kubrick made a very excellent movie, but however, as long winded as it can be.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's an
Stanley,
experience.
Stanley Kubrick was never right to the point, and time for progressive is in terms of speed. This looks like an alien golf course. I love it.
I'll play some mini golf here.
Yeah, we're here on Planet X to tee off on hole number 2.
There you go. Got some Roman statues.
Even the carpet looks gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like the American flag on the carpet. That's cool.
You've got artwork, astronaut like military grade armor. It's gorgeous. The leaves on the trees. Everything looks amazing. I just want to touch that carpet.
It's a nice ship.
A model of a ship.
It's contemporary to our time now.
Yeah, with a sea copter on its back. Yeah.
The Last Nova.
This looks like a room where you can just analyze data. Maybe even with holograms, who knows? Guessing that data circle probably lowers whenever you sit in the chair. The alien vistas, we're not seeing a whole lot of cut and paste here. Everything just feels very different, very unique. The dirt looks different, the rock looks different, the atmosphere looks different. Red rings around a planet that looks close to Jupiter.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Jupiter and Saturn together.
You got that tall outpost in the distance there. Oh, here comes a little floaty creature.
There we go.
Oh, a huge giant mech suit. You could use that for just about whatever you want. It has very nice darks, and it's dark where it needs to be, it's bright where it needs to be. In not one single scene that I've seen anywhere else. Maybe slightly comparable. The graphics in here are truly sharp. I mean, when it comes to comparing something like this to Avatar, the natural beauty is definitely there, but does it actually look specifically like Avatar? No. One could almost say this is slightly reminiscent of Oblivion, or excuse me, Morrowind.
Well, that makes sense. You have to expect that some of the artists from that game were also involved in this game.
Here you have the spaceship that you start off with in the background. Oh.
I just really like the color theme. I mean, I know it's basically black and white, but it just looks so clean and classy.
It feels like it has a purpose. This is something NASA in the future would do.
Want to be there for real.
I want to touch all the buttons. The console up top there looks like it would be a little hard to interact with, but that probably lowers. Probably stays high up like that when you don't need it, just so you can enjoy more of the view.
Right. If you're running around the cockpit, you need to not have something you're going to hit your head on. That's nice.
The water looks smooth, clear, clean. I'd never drink it, but it still looks wonderful. You have a lot of elements in each scene.
Ooh.
Wow, that is complexity.
Wow. Makes me think of Kinects.
That is not something you can just dish out in a week. This has a lot of love and experience and time put into it.
This feels like Blade Runner. I mean, maybe it's the music that's influencing it too, but
Yes, the music tracks in here are numerous. I mean, we're only on track 16, and yet this goes all the way up to... What? This is just unbelievable.
oh, is that what we were looking at before?
Yeah, 79.
Oh, I
This
thought
is-
we were looking when you
That's-
said we were on 9 of 79. You meant that as far as
Just the music,
not
yes.
the slideshow or the video length.
The slideshow itself actually shows... You can specifically go to the worlds, the weapons, the gear, all of these various different things that were actually just hand-drawn.
Okay.
The video itself is what we're watching. I mean, this is with just the vistas and locations in real time as you're actually there,
Right.
like when the game is actually taking place. Everything has a function, a purpose. Ooh. This is something I'd like to bring to a local travel agent and ask, what do you have in the market for this?
And they'll be like,
'Cause- yeah, they have nothing.
no. Sorry, Earth does not provide landscapes like this.
Yeah, we have nothing on Starfield, sorry. We have Disneyland, and currently they're shutting down.
Send you to the moon, kind of, but
I mean, the grass is green, the trees are red.
must be
This
fall.
has a very autumn feel. It's probably autumn there all the time. The pumpkins there are probably ginormous, maybe even house-sized, who knows? This is a planet definitely not in our solar system.
Well, should we get to the game?
We should. But this is just to show the grand scale of just how vast everything is. I really can't believe how it's pretty much a screensaver that just really takes my breath away. This is the Recon Reviewers, and thank you for watching.